Or do you need to set something up? Is he there?
It's red, so recording is live. So.
Oh, he said yes, recording is live. Okay.
Right.
So I guess we can just go. All right. All right. I just messaged him because I'm the higher seed. I get to choose to play.
Is that how that works in double elimination?
I think in the finals, because I'm the only. Because otherwise, no one else is.
Yeah, it just seems
ahead,
like
right? Everyone has
two matches anyway. So like, if I win the match, then what happens in the second match?
I'll let Mike decide that one. Then I think we roll because it'd be even, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like in my mind you would just roll for both, but I don't think it really matters. So,
but like I said, like I think I don't know what they do. I honestly like there was no seating going into this. There's only seating at the end. I don't know.
Yeah, well.
I don't normally riffle shuffle, but this was completely sorted a while ago. So you had to beat Chris Taller to get here, right?
Yeah.
What was he on? He was on like some Enchantress thing, right?
Yeah, Enchantress.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I played Jeff White. I wrote it all down. Jeff White, Brian Kowal, you, then Chris, and then back to you again.
Okay.
Jeff was on.
He was on Elves.
Elves. Yep. Kowal was on a different kind of Necro.
Yeah.
You're on Dragon. Chris was on Enchantress. I think it had Earthcraft or something like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's see, who do I play? I played Alvaro, who was on the Mono Black. Aaron Thayer, I don't remember what he was on. And I lost to you, and I beat Jeff. I beat Malcolm Means. He was on some blue-white deck with like 4 melee mage, 4 Exalted Angel, just kind of mid-range.
Yeah.
And then Chris. So.
Alrighty. All right. Well, I'll be on the play for at least this game.
Okay.
I would say it makes sense that in the next, if we go to a second match, then we should roll because then we'd both be X and 1 and it'd be even at that point.
Yeah.
That sound fair?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Ty, you can just put the middle on top. It's fine.
Okay.
All right, let's do this.
I don't care what you do. So. Yeah.
There we go. All right. All right. Oh wait. There we go. Okay. Let's take a peek here. Yeah, let's keep. Let's keep it.
I'll keep as well.
I'm gonna play a Swamp and a Mox Diamond pitching a Tainted Field and say go.
Okay. I'm gonna play Swamp and pass to you.
Okay, and draw. I'll play a Caves of Koilos and let's get Necro going.
Okay.
And I'll Necro for 4.
All right. In step, I'm going to play into.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Get the dragon. Untap. Draw. I'm going to fetch to 19.
Yeah.
Island. I'm going to play Careful Study.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll discard a Polluted Delta and a Gemstone Mine.
Yeah.
And then pass to you.
All right. Untap, skip my draw.
Yeah.
Play up Plains. I'm sorry, that's a swamp. Yep. Himu.
Okay. I'm going to respond by casting into him.
Sure.
I'll get Ambassador Laquatas. All right, I have 4 cards.
Roll number 1 and the new number 1, whatever.
All right, Intuition and Gemstone Mine.
Okay, doke. Your turn after that.
Tap, draw. I'm gonna play a Whispers of the Muse.
Sure.
Draw. Go ahead.
I forgot to Necro. That was stupid. All right. Untap, draw. And I will Vindicate your swamp.
Okay.
Necro for 4.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Draw. I'll play Caves of Koilos and pass to you. During your upkeep, I'm going to play Abeyance targeting you. I'll go to 18.
So I can't play instants or sorceries?
Instant sorceries are activated abilities that aren't meta abilities.
So I can't Necro. Okay.
I mean, you can Necro now if you would like.
I could Necro now. Yeah, let me think about that. I will... I'll Necro for 4 now, down to 7.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All
right.
Draw with Abeyance. You can continue your turn.
Yeah, I skip my draw step. Play a Tainted Field. Duress you?
You can't Duress because of Abeyance.
Oh, I can't Duress. You're right. All right. Right. Can't play instants or sorceries. That's right. I'm going to play... No, let's play that. I'm playing Nantuko Shade.
Okay.
Then I'll say go, and I'll... Did I play? Did I play land or no? Am I crazy? Wait, no.
You played Tainted Field, but I think you might have picked up a swamp when you picked up your Duress. I think you picked up both the swamp and the Duress.
Right, because I had 7 cards, so it makes sense. All right. Okay, so then I'm also going to play Morph.
Okay.
Okay, so now I have 4 cards because I played a land and 2 spells, and now I draw these. And then I'm going to go to my end step, and I have to discard, and I will discard Necropotence, and it's your go.
Okay. Draw. All right, I'm gonna take a point and play Animate Dead on the Worldgorger Dragon.
Sure.
Okay. I'll trigger the Worldgorger Dragon.
All right.
All right.
All right. So there's a trigger there, right? So the trigger, now there's a trigger to return them, right?
Yeah. Well, right now there's a trigger to sacrifice the dragon.
Okay. I'm going to Swords to Plowshares the dragon.
Okay. So right now, this part.
Hold on. So there's a sacrifice trigger?
When Animate Dead leaves play.
Oh, when Animate Dead. Yeah.
I have to sack the dragon.
But okay, right, but there's also that. Okay, so that resolves; those go away,
Okay.
and then the sacrifice trigger. With the sacrifice trigger, I will swords it.
Okay, so I'll go to 24.
Yeah.
And at least play, so then I will get the cards back.
Okay, then I did that wrong. Okay.
Yeah, you got to do it before they go away. It's like
Right.
parallax.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm going to put Animate Dead on Ambassador Laquatas.
Okay.
And then what do I do?
Laquatas is a 1/3.
It's a 1/3. Yes, so right now it's a 0/3.
Okay.
I'll play Underground River and yeah, I'll pass this turn.
All right. How many cards do you have left?
2.
2. All right. Untap. Skip my draw. Play a swamp. Diamond. Pitch a swamp. Oh, actually, this gets removed. Duress you?
I'll respond by casting Intuition.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a dragon, and this gets away. The Gemstone Mine.
You can put the one of the dragons in your hand.
Okay. The other card in my hand is Whispers of the Muse, so that'll be discarded.
Okay. Then I'm going to. Well, I think we all know what this is, so we're gonna flip this and attack.
Let me think here. It's like Caves of Koilos that's untapped.
Caves of Koilos.
And
sorry, I meant to have the Tainted Field.
Well, no, like you need double white, so you have to tap the Tainted Field or the Mox. So
I want that. Okay, the 2 Moxes. Sorry, they would look the same.
Making you tap a mana to do anything. You have how many cards right now?
I have 2.
2. Vindicate. No. Who would you Vindicate? Good to Vindicate. Yeah, I'm not going to block.
All right, I will pump 1 extra and make it 7.
Okay, I will go back to 17, and you will go to 11.
Yeah, and on Necro for 5, go down to 6.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's your go.
Okay, tap. I'm going to take a point and play Dance of the Dead on Worldgorger Dragon.
Okay.
All right, Dance of the Dead will trigger. I'll float a colorless mana, and then Dragon.
So everything okay. So before everything goes away, swords it.
Okay, you got me. We'll go to the next.
Yeah. Okay. I've literally never played against that deck before, except for the other time I played you.
Yeah. Right.
One of those. Okay. I've played a lot of Necropotence of late with this event, the Neos event now, and I feel like I played it one other time too, but since October. But I don't know. I don't think it's particularly.
No, it's not as good as people think it is. It's pretty
Well,
medium.
You know what's weird is that in the Alpha to Alliances format, I feel like it's really good because, except for against like the blue-red counterburn deck, because that deck just is, has everything.
I wanted to ask you about the Alpha to Alliances. Like, what's the idea behind restricting Force at Will? Like, all the lists I saw, like, just didn't even play it. Like, I don't know if I was.
Yeah, I don't know. I did it a while ago, and
it just seems like there's not enough blue cards to ever actually be able to play it. So.
That could be the answer, and I don't know. I think I know the like the Nashville guys don't, so maybe next time I try it, I'll unrestrict it or whatever. Maybe that'll help balance that. But does that just make the blue-red counterburn deck better? I don't know, but then again, you're right. The blue cards you're getting rid of could be like Ancestral Recall, which seems
right.
A little too
Like, you have to really start putting in a lot of like brainstorms and Platinum's Legacies, which you really don't want to play that many of because you have actual good cards and burn spells that you want to draw. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, that was just my one thought on it. I wasn't going to play it either way.
No, totally, man. I get it.
Right.
It's just I like the card pool, and it's just playing around with the ban list is a thing.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna keep this hand.
Me too.
Okay. I'm going to play Caves of Koilos and pass the turn.
I'll draw. I'll play Swamp Duress.
I'm going to take a point and play an Entomb.
Yeah.
I'm going to put a dragon into my yard. And then my hand is Abeyance, Necromancy, Whispers of the Muse, 2 Polluted Delta.
Abeyance, Necromancy, Whispers of. All right. Well, Necromancy can go.
Okay.
So you still got a Whispers and Abeyance and what are your lands?
2 Polluted Deltas.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
All right. Draw. I'll play Polluted Delta and yeah, I'm just gonna pass.
And Whispers. Okay.
During your upkeep, I'm gonna sack it for an island and play Abeyance targeting you. So I'm gonna go to 17 after all that.
Yep. Okay. And then I will play Tainted Field and say go.
Draw from the Abeyance. Tap. Draw for turn. Weird. Really, that's how this works. I'm going to cast Whispers of the Muse. Draw a card.
Sure.
All right. I'm going to play Polluted Delta and pass the turn.
Upkeep draw?
Yep.
Another Swamp and a Withered Wretch.
Sure.
Your turn.
Tap. I'll draw. I'm going to play Ancient Tomb and pass the turn.
All right, remove the dragon from the game.
It's been removed.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Caves of Koilos. Attack for 2.
I'm going to play Cunning Wish. I'm going to go to 15 from Ancient Tomb.
Okay.
I'm going to get a Swords to Plowshares.
Okay.
I'm going to take 1 and Swords your guy.
All right. What else is in your yard right now?
Entomb, Necropotence, Delta, Abeyance, Whispers.
Not worried about any of those. All right, up to 22.
Yep.
Then I will cast Hypnotic Specter and say go.
In turn, I'll go to 13.
Mm-hmm.
Grab a swamp and cast Entomb.
Yep.
The dragon. You have how many cards in your hand?
4.
4. Okay, untap. Draw. I'll play a Whispers of the Muse.
Sure.
Draw. I'll pass the turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Play Mishra's Factory. I will play Duress.
Yeah, you have a Dance of the Dead, Laquatas, and Worldgorger Dragon.
Yep, take that. Oh, that's kind of funny. Yeah. Yeah, I still want to get the damage in. Attack for 2.
I'm at 11.
Yeah, then randomize. Even, so the second one, yep.
It's Laquatas.
Okay, Laquatas is in, and it's your go.
Tap. Draw. Sure, I'll play Animate Dead on Worldgorger Dragon.
Yep.
Trigger. I will float a.
Start it with the trigger.
Okay, I'm going to gain 7, go to 18. These are all gone as well. Including, I think the Animate Dead is in the yard, right? Because
yeah,
I just have
a target. Yeah.
Okay, your turn.
Okay. Untap, draw, swamp, attack for 4.
Yeah, I go to 14 and discard the dragon.
Yeah, and then I will Necro for 6.
Okay.
And it's your turn.
Draw, go.
Skip. Another Tainted Field, 4 more.
Yeah, I'm at 10, discarding Necromancy.
Nantuko Shade, go.
Draw. All right, you got me.
Okay.
The turn you used the Withered Wretch, did you have Snuff out or
no?
Because I could have.
I did have swords though. I still had swords.
Well, you tapped your mana to use it at the end of my turn.
Right.
And I could have flashed in Necromancy.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's like that's the one. Like it doesn't really matter. I think it's just like the one window I actually had if I had it. But
oh yeah, because Necromancy can be played as an instant, right?
Yeah.
Did you have 3 mana though?
I think I did. Yeah.
I can't remember if I thought you tapped a blue for Whispers, maybe you only had 2.
Maybe you're right.
I can't remember.
I don't. Yeah. I thought that was the turn that was the turn I Cunning Wished, because I Cunning Wished and swords it when you attack with the Wretch. So I had like 5 mana.
No, that was the turn when I attacked. It was the next turn that you swords that. You're right. You did have enough mana.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That was an opening. That was a play mistake.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is only my second time ever playing against the deck at all.
It's really hard deck to play. Really hard deck to play against. So
yeah. I feel like how does the disenchant work against it? Because that has to wait for that to come into play, and then you kill that.
It's same as the swords. You just before everything gets exiled, you disenchant the dragon, and it does the same thing. So yeah, it's good. Just like I've had people cast it in response to like the Animate Dead trigger, which like that doesn't do anything.
No.
I mean, it stops me from comboing. It just doesn't. It always stops me from comboing. It just like doesn't actually. Well, actually, no, it doesn't stop me from comboing. If you let everything. Yeah, it will stop me from comboing, but it won't exile everything if you do it that way.
So how is it that you win after what do you need to have in your hand, a Cunning Wish or something to go get?
I can go get Stroke of Genius in my sideboard, or I can use the Ambassador Laquatas to mill you out. So as we found out in our first match, sometimes the mill you out plan doesn't work because they have Necropotence in play.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Where did the stroke go? It was literally just here. Oh, it's right here. That's card on it. All right. Well, 2 games. Congratulations.
Yeah, I think just really cool deck. I mean, it's just it's a weird one for sure, but
yeah,
it's a good one. I saw some people talking like, oh, unban Worldgorger Dragon and pre-modern. I'm like, I guess it wouldn't
unban and pre-modern, and I don't think it would actually be good at all because you don't have Entomb. But
right, that's the thing, right? You don't have Entomb, so that makes it pretty brutal. So like maybe it's okay to unban and pre-modern in that regard.
But I think at the end of the day, like the creating draws is just too much of a headache. I think
that's my thing. I think that's just like a total weird rules thing. Is that like, oh, you can just create a loop that you can't actually get out of, even though you created it, and just draw the game just because it's tactically advantage.
Yeah,
it's just that's a weird rule that like ruling by whoever.
I think there's situations where like it could come up unintentionally, like say there's like some weird thing that like the triple Oblivion Ring thing, right? Like like it could come up in the course of the game where like they just get into play somehow, like and it's like, well, if you didn't intentionally do this, but obviously it's going to happen, so it's hard to say what's the spirit of the rules should be. But I think where pre-modern is, it's actually kind of a serious format. I don't know if you saw, they had 192 people at Europe.
At the Eternal Weekend, I did see that.
Like, if you're at that, like, you just can't have people just like randomly drawing games. In middle school, we're just playing all our stuff online leagues, and it's like that's fine.
Yeah, it was fun to play with the different ban lists for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I liked there was a lot to. I mean, it was just kept it a little bit different, a little fresh. Seeing a lot of different cards for sure. I don't know if what we played would be that different with like the old rules or whatever. I can't imagine it'd be too much different, but
it's really not. Like this deck and a couple other decks, especially Enchantress, where you have Earthcraft, like it's a little trickier to play when you're comboing because you can't just float infinite mana willy-nilly because you might die. Because like actually that's something you could do in this matchup if there's mana burn and you have the swords, is you can just wait for me to make 1 million mana and then source my guy.
Yeah, and then I win.
If I don't have the thing, there's
Oh, that's funny.
It doesn't quite work that way, but like there's definitely times where it could work that way. And then wishing for cards in exile, like I've never seen that come up. And damage on the stack comes up a lot when you're playing elves and when you're playing like Mog Fanatic, but otherwise it doesn't come up. So I think the rules are fine to not play the old rules.
Oh god, the new rules are so much better. It's just
Yeah.
like the damage on the stack was just not intuitive, honestly. It was just like, how can my guy still deal damage if he's not there? Like, it's just like, this doesn't make any sense. But it was just, this is the rules. And
I think the things like of the three factors, like you have rules, you have ban list, and you have card pool. I think the card pool is the thing I wish pre-modern had the most. Like I really wish you could play portal cards. Like,
oh, I'm with you. I don't portal cards seem totally like on par for me. Like
then I think I prefer the middle school ban list, but I don't know by how much. And like for serious tournaments, I don't know if it's actually better. So
well, what I
and
mean,
then the rules, I actually prefer pre-modern rules.
Yeah. What is the biggest like middle school event ever, like in person? Like, I don't know, something they did in Chicago and someone's.
Yeah, because they had their middle school world championship things at Eternal Weekend last 2 years, and they're like 20, maybe 30 people. Like, you know, it's just the people there, and there's no prizes. You just kind of show up and play, and it's like, you know, I feel like it's what old school was, or even pre-modern was like 5 years ago, or a long time ago.
Well, I mean, there is that, like, you know, it's those guys in Chicago that's kind of started it, and like it was a lot more underground at first.
Yeah.
Pre-modern just kind of exploded. I mean,
So
honestly.
I don't know, because some of there might be larger middle school events in Japan, because those guys love middle school. And those guys,
heard this too.
Those guys want to play damage on the stack. They are like in love with that.
Really? That's funny.
Yeah. At least from my talking to them when we play, which, you know, there's the language barrier. Maybe they don't love it as much as it sounds, but they seem like they love it.
That's funny.
Oh, they actually created their own like Millennium format. It's not Millennium. They're just doing. It's like it was. I don't know. It's like from Mirrodin through Magic 2013 or something. But like they have damage on the stack in that. And I'm like, well, that's an interesting choice. Like it's basically like modern from 2015 or 2013, but damage is on the stack. I was like, I don't know about that. That's weird.
I'm gonna try a pre-modern version of the kind of trying to fix dead guy, because I think the Mox. I mean, obviously Necro's way better than
Arena.
Necro's way better than Phyrexian Arena and, you know, Skeletal Scryings, but I gotta say, like, I feel like this mana worked really well because I had 12 basic swamps, which turns the Tainted Fields on really consistently.
Yeah.
And the 4 caves and 4 Mox Diamonds. And then I had a Dromar's Cavern and a City of Brash, just kind of like, you know, kind of get me 14 white sources.
Yeah.
And none of them are that are, you know, and it felt pretty good, but I don't know if it's probably, I mean, Necro is just such a better payoff than Phyrexian Arena.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'll try it. Try an event sometime.
All right. Are we blacked out for our Neos? I haven't looked at our Neo schedule at all, but
no, we're not in the same group, I don't think.
I think we are, because we've been in the same chat. I just haven't played anybody yet. So
did you go away this weekend?
Yeah, I actually was in Texas. So I went to Texas for Thanksgiving and then came back and then went back to Texas again for a Magic thing. I actually lost in the finals yesterday, so losing the finals twice. Yeah. But it was like a half vintage, half middle school thing. Like 3 rounds of mid vintage, 3 rounds of middle school, and then you play top 4. It was like 12-person invitational, and I.
Jared's Mac Mini.
What? What's that?
I don't know. My computer likes to just like connect to random.
Oh yeah, we are not playing in Neos. You're blacked out for me, but we are in the same group.
My Apple iTunes just turned on somehow. I have no idea how. That was so random. Where is it? What is going on here?
Well, I'll let you figure that out. Yeah, we don't have to play for Neos, so don't worry about it.
No.
I have to get on those matches though. So.
Okay, man. All right. Well, you have a good rest of your weekend and have a good one. All right.
Yeah. All right. Later.
Take care.
Yeah. You too.
Mr. Arnold, you still there? All right, we're all logging